G'day, Daniel Watson here from Vertec IT Services with cybersecurity tip number 53. I'm talking about the idea of zero trust architecture. Okay, so going back in the old days, you chucked a firewall in, you had some probably monitoring on that, and you kind of considered your perimeter secure. You may have had some web application proxies on that to prevent people coming into your web server. But then on the inside of the network, people generally had access to all the company servers and whatever resources they needed access to for their jobs. All right, so that's been left behind, because what that means is that you're kind of left vulnerable like an armadillo. All right, the outside he's got a nice hard shell, but if the dingo gets in, bites through the hard shell, gets into the soft underbelly, he can pretty much just hollow that beast out. All right, so zero trust architecture, the idea is you don't trust anyone. You don't trust any device. Everybody and everything can be compromised. So with that in mind, you need to put in place certain restrictions within the network to prevent lateral movement. And that's things like the two-factor authentication. It's like access controls on network environments. So it's like limiting guest wireless users from being able to talk to other guest wireless users across the same Wi-Fi network. Lots of things like that. All absolutely implementable for a small organization as a small business. All right, and the other key aspect you need to have is some monitoring across your network. You need to be able to see what's happening, and for people to be looking at that to spot when things are going wrong. All right, so it's a horrible statistic that a lot of businesses they take 191 days to notice that there has been a data breach, that somebody has got into their network, infiltrated and exfiltrated data, or has then implemented an attack to gain ransomware or whatever. Okay, so if you've got somebody who's watching your network, it's much more likely that they're going to spot these things, because they're usually little signs, little traces going on. All right, and as a small organization, if you're growing, it's a lot easier to get some of these more restricted practices in place that put you in a much better position for when you grow larger, right? Because when you're larger, you're going to have to shoehorn retrospectively in a whole bunch of practices and features that people may resist, and if they're doing that, well, you know, if people are doing things that don't comply with your security policy, it negates a whole bunch of security investment that you put into your technology stack. So there you go, that's my thoughts for today. Hopefully you have a great one. Cheers.